Exactly. Towards the east we go. Usually always, also I should say, calls for a somewhat eastern plane circle. I'm still exhausted from that previous game. That was
it was a rough one.
A hectic one. We didn't see a whole lot of contesting, or well, any really, in the previous day of Miramar. So I wouldn't expect to really see any confrontations here early on either. First circle though, about to pop. Nuki shooting a few shots towards Lazar, but nothing to be connected.
I mean, that last game was so rough that it was like, you know when you get turbulence in a plane and then the plane dives down and you get that sinking feeling in your stomach there for a moment? That was that a lot.
It sure is. Should be opportunities for them to get out of there. Fortunately for Medibay, not quite the case. He will get knocked, actually, able to fall down the hillside, so might be able to get out of there, but nah, not gonna happen. Patulans denies it full on. Nailquap will come on peeking on over. So let's see Na'Vi, full speed forward. They go back, filling on Entropics. That's kind of useful if they don't get shot in front of you. You can drive behind them, at least until they stop. Gustav in the meantime going crazy. That's outside the city. They are indeed gatekeeping themselves. Skate having no entry point to this city. Shong trying to back his way into the city, and he's going to succeed in doing so because here come bystanders.
Yeah, he's going to go down if he's not careful. Actually manages to weasel around that car as quickly as he possibly could. But Gustav is trying to get an overlook angle alongside Diggory. Made sure to bring down Hort. Flamey will go down too, as much as bystanders just came off a great run from some of these games. This constant choke potential spot, you mentioned it. The two chokes that exist on this east side. Trying to get in there, Herc's having to bail and go around the north.
Face, they prayed for the kills. What they got was a saving grace from Salty and Sakura Sanson from behind, because they were looking in a very bad position up against a full-speed forward bystanders. But Sakura Sanson over the hilltop helps them out. Face lives to see another day.
All right, Northern Lights very close to Stardust here. And Stardust does not have necessarily the best of cover in one of those kind of dilapidated buildings that's under construction at the moment. So Northern Lights might be able to put the boot in a little bit more against that. Intense. Sees FaZe moving in. It's good that FaZe got so much of the Skade engagement, because otherwise Skade could have easily set up and tried to lock them out. But they did enough, took out two, moved in, and also cordoned off bystanders as well.
Ballsy playing, Kelsey jumping up the window, not knowing what he's going to be jumping into, but does find Spiro. Spiro tried to throw a molly up, not going to happen. He's going to go down. Perfectix now, knowing where he has the Stardust players, not too keen to peek, as we can see on the right side there, Patulans still down, which Lou has to commit to. They are Center City, though. They know they're going to be with a 90% guarantee inside the next circle, so they don't have to regress. Issue is, in these city endings, you want to be together. Nail up, damage done in return, and this is just, I mean, these city fights are hectic as can be, because you have to care for every single angle. Skate not doing that, and they will be the first team to fall.
With a little Uzi off the back of it here, but Toolins, I mean, you were talking about shotguns. What about a little micro Uzi for good measure?
They're not that bad.
Not too bad at all.
Up close SMGs, they can be absolutely deadly.
Interesting, though, that Northern Lights managed to disengage from all of that Stardust scenario that was going on. Here's FaZe once again, just greeting teams in kind. They've been farming teams that are trying to crash into their positions. Tixu, though, manages to turn it around on a dime himself as Gustav and Diggory go down to him. Can they convert anymore? But he comes in here, takes down Nuki, does Vex. He's going to have to be the salvage here for FaZe.
Tough position for them to be, and I thought FaZe was going to be able to make an easy crossing, but Tixu denying the double. Now Nate's coming in. They have no clue where Tixu is, or as I'm saying that now, they just might. They wrap around the side, but they're on the wrong side of the wall.
Got to be super careful about this. Rustenmar finishes Diggory. Here comes the off angle, though. As
denying the hit. That is so crucial. The molly denying the aim downside. That was a clear kill. An easy peasy for Vex, but denied by the molly.
Very well done. Understanding all the angles that you have to deal with here in even just these small areas that are not often played. Tixu blind, goes for the spray down, doesn't get him. 8C turns around as well. The plight of Ents has become FaZe in these takedowns. And now, can they recover? Rustenmar finishing off. Rustenmar versus 8C.
The issue here becomes, I mean, yeah, you might win this one, but you want to be forward by the end of the city ending. He's going to be blind for 50 minutes.
Oh!
He is blind forever. 8C even heard him wrapping in as well. Solid play. I mean, 8C, honestly, while we've been kind of banging the drum for Gustav with how he's doing in terms of damage and kills, we've had so many highlight moments from 8C throughout this tournament so far.
Surprised he didn't go in a little bit further with all of this commotion going on in the East, but here we are. Shots from 8C, because FaZe just doesn't stop shooting at anything today, apparently. Sending in a nade forwards. Thankfully for BBL, there is a wall blocking, so will not be the case, not be the problem. These buildings are a little bit deceptive, because especially when smokes are covering some vision, sometimes you're like, okay, yeah, there isn't like a hole in that wall. Correxy, though, on the opposite side of this with Heroic, is taking a huge fight to Team Liquid, who were very spread across a city finish, which is scary.
Again, they are. I mean, Heroic, they were on the southeast side, wrapped all the way around. Now they're backfilling on this. They want to get up to the quiet side, and they're correct in doing so, because look at what they're avoiding. All of this commotion down here. There's a full-on rainbow on your minimap, because all these teams are so damn close to one another. BBL out in 13th place as Question Mark tried to stay afloat, but they have Creedex right next door.
Of course, the game wanted no let up from the previous game situation and put all of these teams right next to each other in a city finish as we continue things on. Watchsick, I'm a big fan of this guy. I think he's a great player on Creedex. I keep repeating it, and he will be able to go in.
He was blind.
It's not enough. They actually take him down.
Hobbits was fully blind, hip-fired with the hand in front of his own eyes, still connects the headshot needed to get the kill. And Question Mark, as you say, stay alive with all four. Always tends to happen. If that's the case here, that is, like, there's literally no team in that area of the map. And we have DA outside the circle towards that area, but no team in and around it. Vart forced to jump on down again. I mean, as you were saying, Liquid came in on the quiet side of this, but by splitting out in a situation where I'm not going to say they shouldn't, because they're obviously smarter than me, but where it's very dangerous to do so, they get picked apart one by one, and they die because of it.
I mean, I get that you don't, well, especially you don't want to go into the open courtyard. There's not much cover whatsoever. The market location that you were talking about as well, technically there's not huge amounts of cover, but 80 sneaking in.
Saiga denied.
Yeah, that was as quick and easy as that for Naylor to take a little look through those smokes, but there's nothing there. He did. He got. Oh no! Oh no!
Look at the amount of. I mean, not only does he get a chance to dish out a ton of damage, but Perfectix is up there too. Not only, oh my god, and Batulins is as well. Not only do they get to do damage, but they can see the entire server from here. Example, wanting to cross, denying the move from Hobbits. Double headshot connected with the barrels. Solid spray coming through from Na'Vi. They want to alleviate all the pressure from the south so they can once again be the only team on their side of the circle.
And they know that Northern Lights is still in this lobby, so Na'Vi here really wants to get big points from this. But Torrance is up here as well. Mate, if this ends, ends here, I will lose my... it will be crazy. But as you can see as well, on the other side, Corexy bringing the fight to DA, bringing the sword down on them. But Perfectix just firing through the smokes and wow, I mean that's an air raid if I've ever seen one. That's so
max distance on the nade. Unfortunately, the knock came through earlier from down below. Perfectix now spots one molly to follow.
A molly.
How far do we go with that one? Probably short, I would assume.
He sees him.
No, it actually gets him right on top. Perfect molly. Max distance finds the kill. 7 now for Northern Lights as this game continues to get crazy. 8 now make it as they find one more.
This is unfair. This is kind of unfair. I don't know how you're going to be able to deal with this as some of the other teams, especially if we keep narrowing down on the location. They're still in the circle.
It's ending on the high ground. It's literally like the dot. The dot is going to be on the freaking...
Have you ever seen this? Maybe. Look at him.
Something tells me.
There's a little barrel. Just stick it.
Oh, and now he moves. Oh, he didn't. No, he's still standing there. Well, there you go. That's Northern Lights firing squad.
What?
The thing is, I'm seeing a world where an NLT doesn't win this game.
There is a potential,
There sure is a potential for them to be forced down one way or another. Let's see, Uber inside the building, nowhere for him to go. Perfectix gonna look for something here as well. No helmet for him again. Every single time they peek on over, it's pretty much only headshots that can come return.
Example.
But what can you do about it?
Well, that's the big problem. You just kind of, I guess, bide your time and wait against this. But this huge damage coming in from Na'Vi as Polish Power tries to trade in kind against them. But Na'Vi just ripped through their front line. But from here, how do you now make the next transition? After all these fights go down, Perfectix actually finishes off, steals the kill. Northern Lights get even more kills. 13 kills on the back here
had
for
7
Northern Lights.
seconds ago.
He's going to get more.
They had 7 just before. They've doubled
my
that, if
God.
not even more than that. Example now does find one, and I'm still looking towards Sakura Tansen. And if they want, they could push up right here, right now, because all of Northern Lights is looking towards the south. 5 for Lou as they continue to find more Lou. Once additional ones, but look at the ammo count for Northern Lights. They've been getting the
So
kills,
low.
they've been finding the knocks, but they've had no chance to re-ammo themselves up. 13 bullets available, none left almost for Perfectix, either 10 to spare.
Difficult to get the ammo when all the body boxes are so far away.
Exactly.
And you don't want to go down. And now we're going to see Batulians try and use, of course, the Kar
might
98
as well
because it's the
jump
most
Kar
effective
98.
in terms of using the ammo
Don't fall
itself.
down. Do not fall down.
This,
Imagine, they would fall down.
But now this has the potential of being one of the biggest kill games, biggest kill wins in the tournament thus far. There was a 16 kill game for Na'Vi before, but Perfectix once again finishes off Crunio.
Oh, hey man, this is a good play. Get up below, but you have to be fast about it. You cannot play those stairs for too long, because remember, this is a tricky one. Lou swaps out for a sword up, spots one mid rotation, does find the knock on the first one. Perfectix is fighting the second, but Lou, you got the blue going your way.
You've got to
this
move.
is a tricky position, but they know it's the last player. Just one left alive, Salty. A chance to heal up one last time. What do you do from here? Lou falls down. Couldn't do it. Perfectix, 18 bullets up on the roof. Wants to go for it, but Swans can't get down either.
He might drop and go for a ridiculous car shot.
They're going to get the nade. Bounce off the roof.
No.
It's the wrong way.
But they know it. This is... I cannot believe what I'm witnessing.
They can't get off of here.
Mate? Yeah. You've got to go for a drop shot. It's amazing.
Right
oh my God.
Oh my God, he got him. There's no way. He bounced it off the crane right on his feet. 19 kills for NLT. You have got to be kidding me. There's no freaking way he got that.
I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn.